Kagenou has been fixated on becoming as strong as possible, which has led him to undertake all kinds of rigorous training. This wish, however, does not stem from a desire to be recognized by others. Rather, Minoru does everything he can to blend in with the crowd, so while he pretended to be a completely average student during the day, he armed himself with a crowbar and ruthless, thrashing local biker gangs at night. Yet when Mia finds himself in a truck accident, his ambitions seem to come suddenly to an end. In his final moments, his powerless, no matter how much he trained, there was nothing he could do to overcome his human limitations. But instead of dying, Mira wakes as Sid, the second child of the noble Kagenou family, in another world where wonder magic is commonplace. But with the power he so desires finally within his grasp, he dons the moniker Shadow and establishes Shadow Garden, a group whose sole purpose is to combat the enigmatic cult of Diabolos, an organization born from Sid's imagination. However, as Shadow Garden grows in both membership and influence, it becomes increasingly apparent that the cult of Diabolos is not as fictional as Sid had intended. This anime has about 20 episodes, premiered October 5th to February 15th from 2020 to 2023. It does have a second season based off a light novel. It is action, comedy, fantasy, themed isekai reincarnation. Each episode is 20 minutes and is rated R70 plus for violence and profanity. Let's get started into the review. We are back with another anime review, and Eminence in the Shadow is really good because you know how we have that 3 anime rule where you get 3 episodes of anime to determine whether it's good or not. Well, it doesn't seem like you can pass the 3rd episode. It starts off right off the bat with the 1st episode with a one hell of a twist, and it's really good, guys. I'm like, I wasn't expecting the twist at all, and I thoroughly enjoy. Like most of the time, after the server, it looks like it's gonna be like just a regular old anime, but that is not the case. Like I feel like with some type of isekai and reincarnation that it's just like straight to the point where the protagonist is super OP, gets reincarnated, and boom, bang, the new life. But this takes a different turn for the protagonist where he wants to be necessarily the background character, the one where no one really plays mind, so he just stay in the background and he just alternative in the title operates in the shadow, which is kind of clever. And for this protagonist in particular, he's a very interesting goal at hand, you know. And I feel like to have this persona of just being normal is the perfect cover up to where he's true operation truly lies in the shadow. Hence his group, his operation, his alter ego in a sense. And like his group is built up a very strong female, which I am not mad about. Like they are awesome, and hence his persona, aka Shadow, is like you wouldn't believe how thoroughly impressed I am with him and his whole entourage of them all working the show and them having different names. His entourage goes from like Delta, Alpha, Beta, like some of them Gamma, Eta, Zeta, from the Greek alphabet, which I think is very clever in a sense. Overall, all of these freshly new faces and his lovely entourage of powerful women are amazing. They all have the distinct personalities and traits and attributes that help benefit the entire group as a whole. And then also the voice acting, they did a good job. Like all these characters are impressive. And also the fights, even though they're very short, which there are longer fight scenes, but they're impressive from what I've seen so far. And each scene like has me on my edge of my seat. And this is a very good isekai, and people who love a good fantasy one, but like taking an isekai with trip where the main protagonist, yeah, is powerful, but there's a different twist on it. Like the main protagonist actually wants to be a background character while doing a much grander scale behind the scenes, which I thoroughly enjoy a lot. And that plot twist, trust me, when you see this plot twist, you will not see it coming on. I mean, you will literally not see it coming. I am very excited. I mean, very excited to see where season 2 leads up because season 1 ends us off on a cliffhanger. So I can't wait to see how Shadow and his group of Shadow Garden members tend to empower their influence even more and see if they can stop the cult of Debacle. But we'll see as far as anime go. Definitely check out Eminence of Shadow if you haven't already. And let me know what you think down in the comments below. And I'll see you soon with another anime review. Until then, bye.